Jeff, we just recorded something to wrestle with Bruce Pritchard. He was a little late. He was a little tardy for the party working on SmackDown, but we got it in the can this morning. And as we were talking about the build, the King of the Ring 95, did you know when you wrestled The Undertaker in a King of the Ring qualifier on the March to King of the Ring 1995, it was you and The Undertaker in a King of the Ring tournament match headlining Monday Night Raw. Did you know at that time, way back when, in 1995, you popped the highest rating in Monday Night Raw history?
Conrad, I don't believe I've ever shared this story with you.
Let's hear it.
It was Memorial Day weekend, right?
Yep.
And me and Mark, he came through Tennessee, obviously. So what was that, 90, whatever it may be. So, I started, I guess he maybe have started, but irregardless, he was Texas. We went out to Texas. We brought him to Tennessee. I say me and my father really did, the family, but he came work here. Then, then he went off WCW and then the Taker, and it took off and But by 95, he's a mega star. Yeah. And me and Brian had been put together. We're like month 3, month 4, but it was one of those deals, Percy Pringle. Oh God, just so much fun. But, Percy with Mark at that time, a babyface manager, he sometimes, his role had to be non-existent in a lot of ways once the match started. That's just the nature of the beast. Well, with Brian out there, he couldn't wait, and we laughed and cut up, and then the match, and, we were excited, and I thought we had a hell of a TV match for that era, and exciting and all that. But this is such the early days of the ratings, but I'll never, ever forget coming home. I don't know. I'd been out. I'd ride back in Nashville. I'd been out, and the show aired because we'd filmed it. It wasn't live. We'd filmed it
2 or 3 weeks prior. Yeah.
Yeah. We'd filmed it, but I was home and I'd come back in from somewhere, and back in the answering machine days, this is pre-cell phone. And, remember when the answering machine would like beep once for one message, voicemail, beep twice, and all of a sudden my phone, have several things. So customary, I'd get up my pad and paper and be ready to take messages. And the chairman left me a voicemail congratulating me and Mark on the number, and he kind of gave the stats and all that kind of stuff. So not only do I remember that number, I was like, hell yes, we're on the right track. But yeah, so what was the stat? It was it broke a record at the time because it was over a 3, correct?
3.9 rating at the time was the highest in Monday Night Raw history. And of course it was you and the Undertaker on top. But when I saw that, I was like, dude, how cool is that? Like, even way back when in 1995,
when you were channels, switching channels.
No, that's before Monday Nitro. Nitro didn't start until that August.
No. I'm talking about the human machine. You personally.
I wasn't even watching.
Okay.
I didn't watch wrestling in 93, 94, or 95. Not one bit.
Okay.
I was a totally lapsed fan. But here's what
I didn't even have heat with you in 95.
No. When you debuted, I wasn't even watching. So I've gone back and learned all this, but serious business. After SummerSlam 92, I was kind of done.
Okay.
And I was out. But anyway, serious business. People are out running around acting like they're shocked in 2023 when you have the highest rated segment on Dynamite or Rampage, that it's not Kenny Omega or the Elite or CM Punk or MJF. It's Jeff Jarrett. Well, guess what? It was in 1995 too, slap nuts. Wasn't Hulk Hogan that popped that number. He'd been on Monday Night Raw. Wasn't Ric Flair. Hell, he lost to Loser Leaves Town. Well, they all changed the damn channel, but they tuned in for Double J. That's JEFF, JARRETT, them ratings, 3.9. Good for you, dude. That's an all-time record back then. That's a pretty cool stat.
And, I saved that voicemail for a long time anyway. But what was
I wish you had it now. I'd love to play it.
Oh gosh, you ain't kidding.
Can you imagine?
I would love it too. Holiday.
Yeah. There's no reason to be home watching wrestling on holiday night.
None. That was kind of the staggering thing that in later conversations, follow-up conversations, Vince was like, pal, Holiday. So yeah, it was way back when Raw was filmed, what, 3 1-hour shows at a time or something like that. I bet that did that surprise Bruce, or did he didn't remember that, did he? There's some
No, he remembered. Here's what's amazing to me. It's amazing to me that you have been that hateable that long. Like, because you could split hairs on it. Did they really want to see The Undertaker? Did they really want to see Jeff Jarrett? Or more accurately, did they really want to, and this is what I think it is, did they really want to see The Undertaker kill Jeff Jarrett? And the answer is yeah, it's got to be that one. But dude, I just love that so much. And it's a cool little feather in the cap. You know, people have been hating my ass more than anybody else since 1995. I mean, think about that. Like, imagine if you were like in school, you know, here's most likely to succeed. Here's the most popular. And then there's the most hated, and it's just Jeff Jarrett, just not even mean mugging, just like, don't you hate my ass? And it's just, it's amazing that you found a way to monetize having a punchable face.